Welcome to another Space Station 13 video. I'm BasedBellagio. This is a tutorial on Quirks, or as I like to call them, Perks, via Todd Howard Bethesda Games. That's basically what these are. Which ones do you want to pick out? Which ones do you not want to get? And then a general explanation of how it works is you need to pick some negative skills, quirks, perks, whatever you want to call them. You need to pick some negative ones before you could pick the good ones, the positive ones, which adds a balance to it. Some of them, like in the middle here, these 0 ones, these are like flavor, round changing. They all change the round to a degree. But for example, if you just want to add a little flavor, I just picked gamer. You are a hardcore gamer and you have a need to game. You love winning and hate losing. You only like gamer food. That could change your whole roundup. That means you can't eat certain foods. That means you have a need to game. Your character might Jones to game on one of the various arcade games around the station. Definitely different. Phobia. You are irrationally afraid of something. That just picks a random thing for you to be afraid of. You enter a room with tomatoes. You're afraid of tomatoes. Uh-oh. It's over. Your character goes into a fit. Crazy. There's a lot of crazy fun ones. I definitely recommend trying those sometime to add some flavor to your round. Let me move the microphone 1 second. Look at that creaky microphone. We have to get a new arm soon. New microphone. Or I could just grease this one up. Put some welding fuel on it. That's what we do in Space Station 13. The good perks you're going to want to look out for. Ones that I go out of my way to pick. And then I'll pick some medium ones to look out for. I like ones that allow you to eat a lot of food, which helps you heal, or get drunk to heal. Ones that heal you, that save you a trip to the med bay, doctor's office. Again, if you're like really hurt, you're going to have to go help. But so drunken resilience here, and like every server is different, but you'll see very similar perks and quirks on other servers. I think everyone has a sort of drunken, you heal when you get drunk. That cost 8 positive points. Voracious is another one. You really can't pick both. That's just a lot of negative points to get. But if I wanted to get drunken resilience, I can't click it now because I need some negatives. What negatives would we get that are acceptable? These top ones, game changers, round changers. You are completely blind. Nothing can counteract this. Not even like getting cyborg eyes. Some servers possibly. Some servers you might have to do every round go get cyborg eyes or something. But on TG Station, you are completely blind. Nothing can counteract. Brain tumor. That's crazy. Better bring some mannitol to slow down the brain tumor. Is it operable? Again, round changer. You go to medbay every time for help. What I would pick to get that drunken resilience, though, these are like really hardcore. Something a little bit less. Possibly nearsighted. You would have to wear glasses the whole round. If you lose your glasses, you are a little screwed. Glasses are not that hard to find and come by. Maybe prosthetic limb. That's enough to get the drunken resilience. There you go. Now, every red one it's like a one of those genie movies where you make a wish, but the wish comes out like half true and half horrible. So each one of these has like a huge, bad thing about it. Look, Stormtroop aim. You'll never hit anything you were aiming for in your life. This makes it where you just can't shoot. You might as well not even. You're spraying the entire room instead of the target. Smoker. This is one that everyone thinks is great to pick. And it is. You can get some good points with Smoker. But this really makes you dependent on smoking cigarettes and cigars or nicotine patches throughout the entire round. And that can get annoying, especially if you forget or lose cigarettes or don't have any. Your character goes into a jittery fit, a mess. Horrible mess. This one I thought was great one time to pick. Nyctophobia. As far as you can remember, you've always been afraid of the dark. While in the dark, without a light source, you instinctively act careful and constantly feel a sense of dread. They don't really explain this too much. Acting careful, what does that mean? That means you cannot move quick in the dark. Any maintenance area that is traditionally used to escape, get out of bad situations, or maneuver the station, you are walking and crawling through there, tiptoeing. It's horrible. I got this once as an antagonist. Horrible. I could not do anything. Anywhere I was trying to hide, I was just, you can't move. You like, it's horrible. Again, some of these you want to pick for after you're more advanced at the game and you know, like, okay, I'm gonna play as a chef. I will only be going back to my freezer, and that'll be dark back there. But I'm not really gonna leave unless I get, traitor or antagonist. Then this will bite me in the ass. But I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna role play it. Then you know. Depression, you just sometimes hate life. This, if it gets like out of control, can send your character into a whirlwind. I call it a spiral. So a lot of these you have to, be careful of. I've never picked this one. You have a mental disorder that prevents you from being able to recognize faces. I don't know if that means you won't be able to tell who's who, but play around with these because let me go back to the good ones now. Some of the other good ones. The opposite of the depression negative quirk is like, for example, mime fan, clown enjoyer. You have these pins that you get happy when you see one of them. Alcohol tolerance. Where is it? You get drunk real slow and suffer fewer drawbacks from alcohol. So all these you can mix and match and really design your character. I would not keep some of these on though. I kind of switch them up every round. This night vision one is good. 4 points. How would we achieve that without causing too much harm to our character? Bad touch is -1. You don't like hugs. You'd really prefer if people just left you alone. If somebody clicks on you by accident in the, depending on what server, with the help intent or non-combat mode, they give you a hug, you go into a spiral. Your guy gets depressed or upset. I would pick for that one we just said, light drinker. Again, without having the reason to get drunk to heal, this messes you up. So if you want to role play that, or light drinker's fine. If you don't plan on drinking that round especially, light drinker could be good. Hypersensitive sounds good, right? For -2. For better or worse, everything seems to affect your mood more than it should. This is dangerous, trust me. Heavy sleeper for 2. You think this is good, right? You sleep like a rock. Whenever you're put to sleep or knocked unconscious, you take a little bit longer to wake up. In a game like Space Station 13, a quote, little bit longer to wake up, unquote. That could be millions of years. 10 seconds can feel like an eternity. This is way more than 10 seconds, by the way. Heavy sleeper, it's like a few minutes you're knocked out for. And then the bad guy can do anything they want to you, or I don't know about that one. Family heirloom I like, but it takes up a spot in your inventory. So, if you're playing a role, it's high inventory job, mechanics, engineers, doctors. Family heirloom might get in the way. But this is somewhat acceptable to get that night vision. But again, you have to weigh the options, weigh it out. Is these negatives worth this positive? Now, some of them counteract each other. I've never tried this combo. It just actually came to my head. Where's nyctophobia? Guess it's not. So I wonder if night vision maybe counteracts nyctophobia. I'm not sure. We're going to have to test it. Not sure, but all these things you should definitely play around with. A couple other great ones. Light step is good. You take less damage from sharp objects. You make less noise, and you don't make too much mess with blood or oil. Spiritual, okay. You basically, This could counteract all those negative depressed ones. Every negative quirk up here that makes you depressed or spiral or go out of control or get unhappy, something like spiritual can counteract it. You just have to go visit the church, stuff like that. Tagger's a fun one. They have to make it +4 and not a 0 gimmick one, because people would just take it and tag up the whole station. This makes it where your spray paint can last twice as long and you could graffiti up the entire station. Voracious I like a lot, like I said before. Empath could be good to see how people are feeling. Would be a cool RP thing. Free running, definitely cool to get away. You great at quick moves, you climb tables quickly, and you take no damage from short falls. Self-aware makes it where you can like examine yourself for damages and wounds. Good for doctoring, but only for yourself. Really good if you're an antagonist. Like if you're like a one-man army, self-aware is great. Skittish, I don't understand this one. Somebody in the comments, let me know what this is. You are easy to startle and hide frequently. Run into a closed locker to jump in it. As long as you have access, you can walk to avoid this. So this saves you like maybe 2 seconds of clicking, 1 second of clicking, that's it. Instead of having to run, open the locker, hop in, close it, you can just run right into it, and really good at escape artistry. I guess certain situations this might be good. Picking this as a clown might be really fun. But to get all the negatives for it, you know. Taking pushover as a clown would be funny. If you don't want to be the robust clown, and then take skittish, right? Good combo. But guys, the combinations are endless. Let me know what you think of this video. Comment down below. Hit that thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you thumbs up the video, YouTube will share the video more. It's a free way to help the channel. And hit that subscribe button for more great videos of all sorts of games and Space Station 13 videos and tutorials. Thank you for watching.